Well, perhaps you've caught on these last few Thursdays, but these are always our brightest days of the week. We share happy and uplifting stories from all around the community. And today is especially happy because it's about a special birthday celebration. Chelsea Barton is here with that story tonight. Chelsea.
Well, Mike, when you're born in 1917, you've lived to see 2 world wars and 18 presidents. Living life to its fullest, 103-year-old Ouida Livingston certainly brightened my day, and I'll bet she brightens yours.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Ouida. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'm Ouida Allen Livingston, and I'm 103.
And what better way to celebrate your 103rd birthday during a global pandemic than a drive-by birthday parade? Friends and family came from near and far to greet Miss Ouida.
Girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Oh, Lord bless your heart.
Who was posted up in her driveway just rocking away in her rocking chair. She likes that.
There's Miss Mickey, bless your heart.
Sweetheart.
We love you.
Thank you.
You're the cutest 103-year-old I know.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I wish I could give you a hug.
Well, you can.
You don't mind?
No, I don't mind.
You doing all right?
Yeah, I had a birthday here.
Well, you
How
look
about that?
great.
She's been here since 1917, if you can imagine that.
Yes, I can.
When it was wagons, now it's jets and rockets. And she's seen it all, but she's still got her mind, and she can tell you about it.
And boy, did she tell it all. How does it feel to be 103 years old?
Well, I really don't feel any different than 102.
Which hospital were you born in, Granny?
Out there in the pine thickets.
In the pine thickets? Well, here,
At home, when I first started to work, I worked 56 hours a week for $7.
a week.
You don't think about, how old you are, you know. I don't. I just keep creeping. I ought to be able to quit paying income tax out.
And the obvious question, what's the secret to her long, healthy life?
Well, to start with, be happy. You know, don't growl and complain. Be happy.
Miss Livingston has seen, lived, and loved a lot over the last 103 years, and we agree, this lady has a good thing going.
The Lord's just looking. He's got something else for me to do, and I don't know what it is, but I'll get it done one day.
And if you have a bright spot you'd like to share, we of course want to hear about it. WVUA 23 is looking for those uplifting and inspiring stories to share. You can submit them on our website, WVUA23.com, and click on Bright Spots. Now, Miss Ouida has 2 children, 3 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Another fun fact about her, her father helped build Denny Chimes here on the University of Alabama's campus. Happy 103rd birthday, Miss Ouida. Reporting live from our newsroom tonight, I'm Chelsea Barton, WVUA 23 News.
Well, we could all use a little Christmas cheer and those warm feelings, especially this year, right? Well, WVUA 23's Chelsea Barton serves it up in today's Bright Spots.
Most people come here to Heritage House to fill up their cups, but everyone leaves with a heart filled to the brim.
Can I take your place for you?
Yes, Thank you. Meet Sean Meadows and Rayshawn McNair, the two newest employees at Heritage House Coffee and Tea in Tuscaloosa.
Sean and Rayshawn have been a huge blessing for us. We have enjoyed having them so much. They're everything we'd want in employees at Heritage House. So hard workers, great attitudes, just fun to work with, and willing to do anything we ask them, willing to learn, and they've just brought a lot of excitement and energy to our place. He won't say no to anything we got. We need help, he's there for us.
Yeah.
These fellas are a part of United Cerebral Palsy of West Alabama's supportive employment program.
So United Cerebral Palsy, we support individuals with disabilities, and what we're doing is looking to find opportunities to showcase their abilities with employment opportunities. We will provide them job coaches and then also provide them the opportunity to further their career and hopefully one day find meaningful jobs that's directed towards their dreams in their future careers.
Working at Heritage House.
Do you love working at Heritage?
Yeah.
Some may say the odds are stacked against these young men, but if you ever get the chance to meet Sean or Rayshawn, you learn very quickly they don't see it that way.
They're not focusing on if it's hard or if they know how to do it. They're willing to jump in. Anything we ask them to do, they jump in and do it. And they have a lot of fun doing it, you know. Rayshawn always has a little joke with me. Tell them if you're working hard or hardly working, Rayshawn.
I'm hardly working.
and then Sean just always high fives, fist bumps, really making the most of every day.
Why do you like working here?
It got to be exhausting.
Yeah!
Yeah!
What's your favorite part about working at Heritage House?
It's a good environment.
And while businesses like Heritage House are teaching these guys professional and life skills, Sean and Rayshawn have taught their employers and their customers a thing or two as well.
Give people a chance, you know, give people a chance. This isn't a charitable thing we're doing. It's a win-win. Just like any other employee we would hope to have. We want it to be a win-win for them and for us as a business. And Sean and Rayshawn have been that each and every day for us, and we're just thrilled to have them.
Here's Chelsea Barton with this week's Bright Spots report.
Well, and we were blessed with this week's Bright Spot by our men and women in blue.
You got a second?
Yeah. If you saw several police officers approaching your house, what would you think?
Yeah, at first I was like, what is going on?
I didn't know what to think.
But don't worry, these guys are not responding to trouble. As part of a community engagement effort, Tuscaloosa Police Department West Precinct officers are hitting the streets the old-fashioned way, on foot.
Going door to door, knocking on doors and talking to people about, you know, what are their concerns, what they'd like to see change in policing. The message is, you know, we're not just out here, you know, doing the things that you see on TV, like, you know, arresting people and stopping people. You know, we're citizens too, we have families too, and we have some of the main concerns that you have.
As I walked along with the officers in West Tuscaloosa neighborhoods, residents opened up about many concerns, including speeding, noise violations, and gaps they'd like to see bridged in society.
You need like a mentorship or something for these boys.
Yes,
and even girls, you know.
Something besides sports.
Right,
Like mentoring, maybe talk about life situations, things like that. More like a counseling that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like a Big Brother program.
Yeah, like a Big Brother program. I think that'll be something good for our children. To keep them out of trouble and give them just different resorts and how to even express their anger when they feel in certain ways.
With simple knocks on doors, these officers are knocking down walls of misunderstandings between law enforcement and the communities they serve.
It's a really good thing that the police are out here getting ahead of things. You know, there's so much going on in our community right now. There's a lot of negativity with the police now. I think this is a bright spot because the police are needed, and everyone needs to know that the police are needed. The police are good guys. Everyone needs to know that.
I think this is a bright spot because this is something that we need in this community. We need to come together with the officers and show that togetherness and love will ultimately conquer more than anything. We can fight this fight together.
And if you have a bright spot you'd like to share, we want to hear about it. WVUA 23 is looking for those uplifting and inspiring stories to share. You can submit yours on our website, WVUA23.com, and click on Bright Spots.
Well, Thursdays here at WVUA 23 mean another Bright Spots feature with Chelsea Barton. These stories showcase the good in our communities, which is so important right now amidst the uncertainty of the COVID-19 pandemic. Chelsea's in the newsroom tonight. What bright news are you sharing with us today, Chelsea?
Well, Mike, today we're introducing you to Michelle McDaniel, also known as the Bike Lady.
I can pretty much take one speed apart and put it back together.
It may not be as easy as riding a bike, but Michelle McDaniel fixes them anyway. In fact, she's repaired well over 2,000 bicycles in Tuscaloosa County and given them to those in need. Here's how her wheels got turning.
I started picking up bikes. I've never paid more than $6 for a kid's bike. My philosophy is if a mother's working 2 jobs to put food on the table, she's not going to buy a bike for a kid, but every kid deserves a bike. So that's how it came into being. And I just go around and get bikes and fix them up.
And according to Michelle, who's definitely earned her name as the Bike Lady, having your own bike is a special kind of happy.
It's just the freedom of just, you know, the wind blowing and you riding, and it's just, you know, everybody needs to have a bike.
What you think may be rusty rubble could be the perfect piece to the Bike Lady.
I'll take anything. If I can't get it back together, I can use parts off of it, so I'll take anything. If you think it's junk and you put it on your trash pile, I'll come get it and I'll give it a new life and a new home.
It's no secret we've shifted gears in life since the COVID-19 pandemic began. Things may have slowed down for many, but McDaniel says the demand for her bikes is at full speed.
Well, that's one of the things you can do during this virus is be outside. That's a good thing. And being able to ride a bike is something that's natural that you can do. Everybody's saying you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. You can ride a bike.
The Bike Lady has refurbished bicycles for the Police Athletic League, Tuscaloosa's One Place, the local housing authority, and most recently, Wings of Grace Relief Center.
I've been blessed so much through this. That's the main reason I do it, is God has just blessed me so much. It is a bike ministry. So I just thank God He gave me a hobby to do, to spend my time.
The Bike Lady asks for nothing in return from those who ride her creations, except that they know and pass on this message.
On every bike, I put a sticker that says, Jesus loves you. I want the child to know that somebody cares about them. Somebody that they don't even know cares that they have a bike and cares about that child. So every bike that goes out has a sticker on it that Jesus loves you.
If you have a bright spot you'd like to share, we want to hear about it. WVUA 23 is looking for uplifting and inspiring stories to share. You can submit them on our website, WVUA23.com, and click on Bright Spots. Thanks so much for doing that story, Michelle. Live from our newsroom tonight, I'm Chelsea Barton, WVUA 23 News.
Well, it's easy to be in a good mood when it's a beautiful day like it is out there today, but we're about to make your day even better with the amazing story of a local young man whose life is now changed for the better. WVUA 23's Chelsea Barton is live in our newsroom with today's Bright Spots report.
Well, then, like 100,000 other Americans, 22-year-old John Tavius Lake was born with sickle cell disease. But as of this summer, he's sickle cell free. Here's a look at his journey to being cured.
My life before the cure was pretty painful. Sickle cell causes a lot of pain in your body. It's a blood disorder, so pretty much you can have pain anywhere blood flows.
But today, John Tavius is living sickle cell free. He's the first person in the state of Alabama to be cured of the disease through a clinical trial of haploidentical, half-matched bone marrow transplants.
Happy transplant day from me to you. Oh, we're so glad that it's your day so we can party too. Hey, all right,
Life today is way more enjoyable. I could definitely feel the difference in having versus having sickle cell and not having sickle cell. Like right around this time, I would usually be getting ready to get sick right around this time of the year, just from the weather changing. But right now, I've been feeling great, I feel more powerful, and I just feel better than ever.
For anyone needing any kind of transplant, the hardest part can be finding a donor who is a match. John Tavius found one in the man who gave him life, his father, John Lake.
It was wonderful. Once I found out, I didn't hesitate. I knew he would do it for me, so it was no problem for me to donate to him. It was a little painful, but it was worth it. It's really wonderful knowing that he don't have to be in the hospital like he normally does, and he can be a normal man now.
So you can follow each step of my journey by subscribing to my YouTube channel at Power Up Visuals to watch the most inspiring documentary of 2020.
John Tavius is using his story and his talents to create a documentary of his transplant experience. He hopes it will help others fighting the same battle he's won so far.
It was pretty much made to tell people the good things about the cure and also the bad things about the cure, so they can determine on their own whether they want to go through it or not, and let them know that they also have someone to talk to. So this documentary is pretty much made to make awareness, to let people know that there is a cure, there is a way out, and that there also needs to be help from other people to make it easier and to make it more successful.
And John Tavius tells us just how easy it is to sign up to save someone's life.
If you go to bethematch.org, you can sign up to be a bone marrow donor, and all it takes is a mouth swab. You don't have to pay anything. Just like anybody would give blood, just go sign up and be a donor. You never know whose life you could change. There's a lot of people who want to go through this cure, but don't have the opportunity because they don't have a match like I did, or they don't have anybody there to donate for them. So just by signing up to be a donor, just do a mouth swab. They'll call you back if you have a match. You can change someone's life just like that.
And if you have a bright spot you'd like to share, we want to hear about it. WVUA 23 is looking for uplifting and inspiring stories to share. You can submit them on our website. It's WVUA23.com and click on Bright Spots. Reporting live from our newsroom tonight, I'm Chelsea Barton, WVUA 23 News.